Hi there, today on the galley I want to show you how to make your own homemade pudding mix. And you can have this in your pantry just waiting for you when you need it. Maybe you just want to make some pudding. Maybe your recipe calls for one of those boxes of store-bought pudding mix. You just scoop out a half a cup of this and you're good to go. Now I am making a half a batch because Billy and I don't need this much, but I'm going to talk you through it like it's a full batch. So 1.5 cups pure cane sugar. Next I'm going to do 1 cup of cornstarch, and when you're buying your cornstarch, check and make sure you're getting cornstarch that's non-GMO. And then 1.5 cups of milk powder. Now you can stop right here, and when you're making your pudding, add a little bit of real vanilla. Or once you get this mix in your jar, you can take a real vanilla bean, cut it in half, scrape out that seeds, and put all of that right into your jar. Shake it up, and that's going to incorporate all that vanilla flavor. Or you can get yourself some vanilla powder. So I am choosing the vanilla powder, 2 teaspoons. Now, I think it's important to sift because you really want this really well incorporated and you don't want any lumps. If you go over to the recipe, there's an option to make chocolate pudding. And so if you're using cocoa powder, you definitely want to sift it. You can also make peanut butter pudding. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop a half a cup out, and we're going to make some pudding. My 2 cups of milk here. I'm using whole milk, and I'm just going to slowly and gently bring this to a simmer. Now those boxes of pudding mix, well, you know, they have the vanilla has yellow dye 5 and 6. They have modified cornstarch. They have things, honestly, that I can't pronounce. They also have BHA. Now, most health organizations consider BHA to be a carcinogen. So I think if you're making your grandkids or your kids some pudding snacks, I don't think you want them to have BHA. Now, if you didn't do the vanilla powder, just add about a half a teaspoon of vanilla or to taste. Now, when you're making your pudding, you want this to get to at least 200 degrees to really activate that cornstarch. But you don't want to boil it too hard because you can scorch it. So while I'm keeping an eye on that, I am going to vacuum pack my mix here. Keep this as airtight as you can. So now we're ready. So you can make individual pudding cups. You can make a bowl. I have instructions if you want to do like a pudding pie. And I do like to let mine cool down before I put them in the fridge. And then you want to put something on top here because it will form that skin that nobody wants. So I like a little bit of wax paper, or you can do cellophane if you have cellophane. And just so it's touching the top so that film doesn't get on there. And then once cooled in the refrigerator till it sets up. Put this in your pantry, and anytime you need some pudding, you'll be ready to go. Thanks for being here today, y'all. Make it homemade. I'll see you later. Bye.